All right. Hello, hello, and welcome everybody to the Russian First League Grand Finals. We have a best of seven today between Narayan and Steelsane. Been really looking forward to this week. It's been kind of hype. I'm really happy we're able to stream it today. If you're watching on Twitch, hello. If you're watching on YouTube, also hello. But all right, we are into it. What have we got here? Narayan picked Typhoon Specialist. Got some Void Eyes and Sledges. Steelsane picked Giant Specialist. Got some Void Eyes and Tarantulas. Who was the better Void Eye text? So, straight Void Eye Mirror, theoretically, Steelsane's got the better text. For anything other than a Void Eye Mirror, though, I really like Narayan's tech bar here. Let me actually make sure this is super lined up. Oh, I got it really close without even, like, trying to do the lineup. Okay, does anyone know how the Mag 1 guys have this, like, preset Heckin location? I should just actually ask them how they do that. Like, is it some wild macro they have? But there's no, like, reset camera button. So I don't know how you would macro that, unless the macro includes, like, hard slamming it into... No, but there's no, like, left-right hard slam, because you can just spin around in circles. I wonder how they do that. Anyways, we had the anti-armor cannons sold off for both players, and... let's do that. Alright, cool. Armor sold off for both players, and we got a little bit of a crossfire going on. So rapid fire cannon for oh geez, Narayan's the blue player, right? Yeah, probably. I remember what I looked at 30 seconds ago. But that rapid fire cannon helping take out some of Red's crawlers there. Ooh, but with the third debuff is OP. Yeah. Narayan's blue. Steelsane's red. I will remember this. I don't know why I've always had this problem. Like, as soon as the battle starts, my brain is like, oh, who knows who's who? Ooh, redeployment and intensive, both nice here. Elite Rhino, technically playable. I think it's more playable for Narayan, since Steelsane isn't running charge shot. But still, it's redeployer intensive, right? A little flanky crawler, very cool. We got some backline. We got the fangs. And the fangs were already there. That was from last round. The crawlers are the new things. Alright, what's your third unit? Rapid fire cannon. So, what did Steelsane go for? Steelsane went for intensive. Makes sense. I wonder if Narayan's gonna use the redeploy already. How much does, like, the 1 meter a second difference between tarantulas? Ooh, level 2 tarantula, I like it. Actually, he's running armor on tarantulas. I wonder when he clicks that. I've gone back and forth running armor on tarantulas. I think I'm running AA right now. The armor seems really good against, like, early fan carry stuff. I'm not sure when else you'd click it. Maybe later game against Mustangs. See that being good. Alright. This tower is still so open for Narayan. Oh, there's debuff number 2. Ooh, these Void Eyes are eating up these fangs. That's a good amount of experience for him. Tower pop number 3. A lot of Void Eyes left, though, but the level 2 Tarantula. Good lord, I wonder what their damage numbers are like. Let's see. 7k, 18.7, yeah. It's a nice big Tarantula. They're doing a great job. Good job, Tarantula. Level for the Tarantula, for the Void Eye. That was, ooh, efficient tech offered. No one has teched anything. Hard not to click that. But yeah, this guy ain't good for XP. Barrier picked up for Steelsane. They're giant spec. Yeah, why not? I have to imagine it's probably Worm? Melter? Melter? Wants to go into multi-melter? Badger, badger, badger. I actually kind of like this vertical badger line in front of the tower. I've been playing it a bunch. Not a lot of times because Titans, but even just in general, it seems nice. It's harder for, like, all the badgers to get, like, locked onto a tarantula or something, right? Usually at least the back one continues to do their job against chaff. Okay, so no giant on the board yet for Steelsane. They are still hanging on to that. Ooh, Bernie, Void Eyes, and Crawlers. On the right, that Tarantula did clean up the flank, but it's just getting mowed down by Void Eyes. Still, ooh, probably one more Tarantula dies. Yeah. Did this fully clean up during the debuff? Because it didn't last that long. Are we going to lose the level 2 Tarantula? Ooh, it goes down! Ooh, Narayan picks up a round. That's a big one. I wonder how many of his Void Eyes leveled off of that. 2 of them. And they did actually add a 4th pack. We might see a greater commitment to Void Eyes. Alright, unit drops. Phoenix for Steelsane. Cool. What makes the most sense here for Narayan? I almost want to say the Wasp actually looks pretty good. Rank 3 Wasp is always a scary proposition to deal with. I can see why Steelsane wouldn't have wanted to go for the Wasp. Typhoon round already down. At the same time, Phoenix just good DPS, and it looks like Steelsane doesn't want to commit into a Void Eye Mirror, wants to get out of that line. Ryan really taking their time. Goes for the Marksman. Interesting. Marksman fighting against Phoenix, fighting against Marksman. The Vulcan seems unlikely for Steelsane to pick. They just don't get a lot of value there since they can already unlock it for free. Again, I'm surprised neither of them went for the Wasp. I guess more surprised Narayan didn't. Ooh, quick reload. I still haven't played with quick reload all that much. Like, I've put it on my bar a couple of times. I just never end up clicking it. It seems pretty good. Ooh, napalm. That is a fast napalm. Only a single badger, but it should kill, like, should get all the crawlers, alright? Alright. So how much damage has this rapid fire been doing? I'm surprised that's still up and not getting sold. Foon cleaning up the flank pretty quick. Napalm Badger doing an insane amount of chaff clear. Good lord. Oof. Phoenix can take down Typhoons, but both units are shooting at each other. You gotta give the advantage to the Typhoons, you know? That is so many Void Eyes, but there's almost no Fangs left, so if nothing else, the Phoenix are gonna get a cleanup here. It might just be the Phoenix. Oh, not quite. One Tarantula lives. Cool. Cool. This has been a pretty dominating game from Steelsane so far. Alright, Narayan had the one round that they managed to squeak through. Laser sights for Narayan, and a Fission Giant for Steelsane. Okay, so they're actually committing into Melter now. I have to imagine they're planning on a multi-Melter line. Yeah. Ooh, armor enhancement rather than EMP missiles on the Melter. You really don't see that very often. I wonder when they're clicking armor enhancement. Should ask them about that one. Write it down so I don't forget. Alright, note jotted down. Boom. It's also possible they're just kind of putting the Melter down to have something for the Giant, but like, if you have a Fission Giant, you kind of want to get those Giants on the board and keep them there, right? Like, that's where you get the value from that. Ooh, Sprinklers picked up on the Hounds. Okay, okay, so this is actually pretty cool. I haven't seen this interaction before with the sprinklers, and the hounds are just staying inside of the bubble from the melter there. Good lord, actually keeping a single pack of sprinkler hounds alive long enough to deal with all of the fire on the ground. That's a brilliant play. What the heck? And it should just be a little cleanup. Melter stays alive. Cool, cool, cool. It's a good amount of damage. That's cool. I haven't seen that before. So Narayan really needs to get some serious shield break there to actually deal with the dogs. What are they planning on? Sandworm is an option B, I guess. You know, just kill the dogs anyways, ignore the shield. Although they have placed the Sandworm on the right-hand side of the board. Rhinos for Steelsane. So this is something I need to test, but like, I think rhinos do way better into worms than you'd think. Like, worms don't even have that much more health than like a level 2 rhino. That's wild. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, no, I need to actually test a lot of these interactions. I feel like rhinos beat worms a lot of the time. Ooh, I still have T left. Armor on the rhinos. Makes sense. Fortresses are the shield break. And general DPS a choice now at this point for Narayan. Yeah, range overload, AA barrier. Very nice Vortex. Very cool. Final blitz. We got spin to win. No mech rage. God, that's a rank 3 rhino now. Oh, this is a big boy. Oh, those crawler flanks were redeployed out of. Interesting. Good use of the spell by Narayan. So far, so good on the dogs. The rhinos running in front of the dogs also achieve kind of a similar effect, right? It's still more of the crawlers. A good amount of the crawlers were dying to the napalm. But the rhino running ahead, you know, just tanky, keep the dogs alive. So similar. Ooh, worm didn't go down. But good to die now. What the heck is Narayan supposed to do against Steelsane's board at this point? Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright. Another efficient giant for Steelsane. Alright. Additional deployment slot for Narayan. Makes sense. We just have a bunch more giants. We got Raidens now on the board. Oil is back up for Narayan. Looks like they're just going to leave it on the ground. They sold out of the Badger, so they're not wanting to go up to light. I actually want the slow. Real important against the Rhinos. Hey, Marlfox, it is indeed time for RFL with Catacomb. Glad to see you here. Hope you're having a good day, my man. Oh, sorry, the Badger didn't get sold. It got moved. Redeploy, busted. Something got sold. Typhoon. Yeah, Typhoon's the only thing gone that I'm noticing. This turret is still here. That's amazing to me. I really didn't expect that one. So there's no range on the melting point, so the fortresses are actually outraging it. I think Narayan's board can handle everything here, but rank 1 forts against like the level 3 Rhino with armor? Oh, missile's gonna help a lot. How do slows stack in this game? Do they stack, or is it like just the largest slow applies? I'm not 100% on that. Let's see if we can tell. Oh no, the rhinos are moving really slowly through the double slow. And are they gonna? Yeah, okay, yeah. So slows seem to stack. Melter got 1 click. However, the Worm, yeah, Raidens are great DPS, but they're gonna struggle with the Worm. Struggle a little bit, indeed. To the Melter on the right. I wasn't actually looking at that one. Ooh, Narayan got around together. Alright, 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 alright. Boat on a mission for Steelsane. That's a lot of stats. One of those games you'd love to see power armor getting played. Okay, so this Melter is not getting its job done. It feels like the Worm is just walking up and smacking it. Like, you need something in front, right? And stuff, if you put like a new pack of fangs or something there, this Badger's just gonna melt them. Alright, Photon's up, Beacon is in. Excuse me. Okay. Interesting. So I guess they're assuming that this Melter's going to be protected somehow properly this round. There's a lot of Melters coming down, good lord. You know, I was expecting a multi-Melter line initially when Steelsane was playing these things, but with the way the board is developed and Narayan actually opting into Forts and Worms, I guess it makes sense not to. Just click range, be happy, maybe get Absorb at some point. Still just 1/1 upgrades for both players. Feels like when you're playing Worms, you want that +2 defense as quickly as possible, but hey, there's a lot of things these guys are needing to buy with their cash. Ooh, okay. Steelsane wanting the light, opting the light on the oil, opting to sweep it. That makes a lot of sense, right? You don't need power armor on your rhinos if you just get rid of the oil. Oh, this tower is just getting threatened so quickly on the left. Melters are just wrecking forts. Ooh, forts did prevent the rhinos from popping the tower, but still, the rhinos did their job of just kind of getting in, establishing territory, and that Worm on the right is just going to be a little too late. And this is game. Goodbye, Mr. Worm. Arr. Alright, Steelsane takes game 1 and is now up 1-0 in the series. So, 1-0. Alright, game 2. Steelsane is currently up 1-0. Thankfully for me, they have kept the same side, so this will make things, I'm actually going to be able to memorize them to remember which heckin' side these players are. Fire Badger Specialist with Badgers on offer for Steelsane. That is a hard pack to ignore. Hard pack. Range Scorch, Napalm, Scorching Charge. Very nice. I feel like this is a pretty good aggro pack, but hey, they're going marksman. They're playing standard, right? Like, let's talk about that in the break. Like, I haven't seen Steelsane play a standard game in a while, and here it is. Fortified Specialist for Narayan. Got some sabers, got some arc lights. Certainly could play that standard, but you know, it's hard to deny the lure of aggro. All right, hang on. We're not like actually even. Okay. And then we do like here. We do here. And we'll do it like here. We'll do just below these buildings. Yeah, why not? Crawlers are set up behind, so the anti-armor cannon is going to get to fire at the saber right away. Ooh, but they do manage to lock it just an instant before those crawlers get in front. Marksman should be able to finish off the saber on the right. Saber on the left, maybe not, though. Oh, rapid fire cannon did protect the marksman from the crawlers, but saber goes boom. Oh, ooh, third debuff for Narayan, and that'll be the round for him. can almost be awkward, right, when you set up in this kind of symmetrical standard. Steelsane did lean to the right, so both of the marksmen were over there. But still, you're missing a couple of deploys in the area compared to your opponent. And while the Badgers and Crawlers did eventually get a tower pop for him, he didn't get a ton done during the debuff. Both players picking up intensive training makes sense. I think Fortified Overlord is certainly playable here, maybe more so for Narayan. But hey, it's hard to not take intensive when it's offered. Goodness. Fang in front now to tank the initial anti-armor cannon shots, and a Fang in front to tank for the anti-armor cannon. That's how we like to see it. Keep your stuff alive. Alright. Looking a little better early for Steelsane, but he just doesn't have anywhere near enough DPS to get through these sabers. It's just the one Arclight that's gonna die, and then that's probably it. Well, maybe a second? Nah, not with the debuff. God, the saber, like, firing sound is so satisfying. It's so good. Love it. Ooh. Do any of these make a lot of sense? Yeah, Void Eyes for Steelsane does need any DPS they can get their hands on. You know, for Narayan, I think Sledgehammers allow him to either get going on the left with some flanks, or even just flanking over here. Yeah, okay, so Narayan went for the Sledgehammers, getting some nice flanky flanks. This oil is going to light, so Steelsane's not getting any rounds of just delay. I think that's okay. It's such a short-range battle. And, hey, though. Anyways, this is 4 packs of Badgers now. Some fiery defense. Well, should allow some pretty quick locks by the Marksman and Void Eyes onto those sabers. Marksman, Void Eyes, and some good old Fire Badgers dealing with those flanks. Okay, the one on the right got cleaned up very convincingly. On the left, the Sledges managed to break through. That's what's gonna happen when you don't have any real DPS units there, right? Like, Badgers are great, but yeah, they're gonna struggle to kill some Sledges. Still, Steelsane is cleaning up the round. There we go. They're on the board. You know, I don't even feel, it doesn't even feel like that was just like, oh, it's just an oil round. It's like, no, I think they got something put together. I'm kind of half expecting Napalm. If not this round, the next round. Ooh, it's Javelin or Mobile Beacon, right? Javelin for Steelsane. Guessing like here, there. That's the other place. Yeah, it's basically the same thing. Yeah, it's not basically the same thing. It's the same. It's attacking the same units, but just slightly differently. I feel like I'd put it on the right because like you don't technically know if he's taking the saber level. It seems likely. Ooh, that's a pretty good Javelin out of Narayan. Ooh, and it's gonna get the intensive Void Eyes. Interesting. Wasps being added onto the flanks. I've been seeing Wasps as a response to these Sledgehammer flanks, like, a lot. Ooh, I like this beacon, and, right, you got the Wasps over here, they're gonna clear everything up. But, yeah, they seem able to respond to the Sledgehammers really, really well, really cost efficiently, right? It's not the fastest clear, but, you know, you're trading, what, like a pack of Crawlers for Trawlers and a Sledgehammer? It's pretty good. Who are these Javelins better for? Ooh. I'll have to see. That was so much of Steelsane's DPS. I feel like they're going to struggle here with the second Saber, and they don't have anyone besides a Marksman right now to fight off those Wasps from Narayan. Ooh. Uh-oh, with the debuff. Narayan, even though they've only got 1 pack of Wasps to 2, it's looking like it's going to be enough here to clean things up. Oh, man, that Javelin was brutal. Brutal Javelin. Brutalin? Maybe, actually. Hang on. Oh, the ground vehicle's got in front. Oh, that was really close. Oh, that was so close. All right. Ooh. Could go enhancement module for Narayan. 2 wasp packs with levels. Got a saber-tooth level ready to go. Does have intensive. On the flip side, there's 1 wasp level for Steelsane. Intensive seems playable, but efficient light, I mean, even for both players, just mega value, mega value. Rank 5 is a great time to get it. Efficient tech just kind of seems like an inferior econ card comparatively. I think Narayan's really choosing between these two. Anyways, efficient light picked up for Steelsane. There's the napalm we were talking about. Ooh, wasp and crawler want to get a fast tower take. Ooh, plus a beacon. Very cool. Alright, Narayan also went efficient light. So we got some cheap units coming out. More wasp levels were available from Narayan, and they did pick them. We got into an all-out wasp battle. I think Steelsane's bar is slightly better with EMP versus ground spec, but I'm not really expecting that. I mean, we'll have to see. We'll have to see if this wasp stays committed or if it's just getting sold off. Oh, it doesn't look like Steelsane beaconed in his those top right anti-flank units into the main battle. Ooh, there is the tower pop. That deep wasp unit almost able to take out Steelsane's wasps. Not quite. Oof, even with the debuff, this is very marginal for Steelsane. Very marginal. I was really expecting him to do a lot better with that debuff. What's actually so difficult here in the comp? Is it still just the big sabers? Like, they're not getting huge damage numbers. They are living quite a while. It's wasps. Is it actually just wasp diff? I don't know. Steelsane's wasps are doing pretty well. Alright, what's happening for cards? Melting point for Narayan? Assuming that's going to get sold? Yeah. I could see Steelsane actually hanging on to the melting point. Oh, putting it on the left. That's unexpected. Doesn't want to actually, like, line this guy up with this thing. Believes they have enough DPS over here. And I guess between the rank 3 Void Eye and the Orange Man, I guess they're doing... They're able to get through. But that melter did actually get sold off. Rhino. God, the amount of tower pressure rhinos get is immense. Another badger? Nope. No. No other badger. Okay. Okay. Nice little aggressive oil coming out from Narayan. These guys are gonna light over here, and that should burn. Crawler, some of these guys. A lot of Void Eyes and Marksman, actually. It's a pretty decent aggressive oil. Ooh, Fortress in the way with AA. Range picked up on Steelsane's wasps. Can this fort solo hold? Not quite solo, but, you know. Nearly. Ooh, locked onto the Rhino already. Fortress is not wasting his time with those crawlers. And that should be a successful tower vault from Ryan. Oof. Just a devastating deep oil. Absolutely devastating. Alright. So Steelsane has already committed range onto their wasps. We'll have to see if they decide to, like, commit shield into the Fort A, or if they're actually just going to try to get out of Wasp. Let's speed picked up for Steelsane. So they're seeing their avenue of victory being this angle here. Ooh. Range melting point. Oh, look at that. They move the melting point around and the range circle actually stays. That's cute. I don't think I've seen that interaction before. So range 2 fortress is a big boy. It's a big boy. Melting point will still do some work. Crawlers are going to end up getting targeted first. What's the Fire Badger clear here? I mean, I guess eventually the Fang, there are some crawlers that'll get cleared. Got a little bit of a Badger crawler, shallow flank happening over here. Ooh, Steelsane's oil back up, but it is getting very successfully blocked by the shield airdrop. Pretty cool. Ah, yeah, that was offered this round. Neither player wanted to go for the nuke. I don't blame him. Nuke seems a little crazy here. Like, nah. I think the victory conditions are pretty much, yeah, just Narayan needs to keep this push getting in, and, you know, it's almost turned into... You could have told me this game started as a crossfire, and I'd almost believe you. Fire Badger doing okay. About as much damage to Steelsane's staff as Narayan's. Ooh, but... There we go. Now the Fire Badgers are doing their jobs. Oh, that is toasty. On the right, it looks like Steelsane is actually holding ground. That's a very convincing round. Alright, alright. Health is pretty evened up again. Pretty evened up. Ooh, melter levels. That's big. Shield airdrop. Maybe anti-interference. If you want to put anti-interference. I guess this guy's not doing much. Maybe you drop anti-interference on, like, this wasp? No. Missile strike for both players. Don't blame them. Ooh, javelins back up. Where are those going? Wasp getting missiled. Ooh. As Steelsane here, do you actually click energy shield? Is it worth at this point? Ooh, that's a good tungsten rod. If this melting point levels, it will at least live, but losing this Badger here is a big deal. Like, it takes a little bit of time for the second Badger to get in, right? I mean, they do have the advanced power system. That's the name of that card. I've never forgotten it. Don't worry about it. Javelin being used here to take out this wasp. Should get most of the pack. And then missile over here, taking out the other wasp. Do you actually not want these, like, reversed? Because this wasp is pretty much following a direct path, so the thinner javelin could get both. I feel like a couple of these wasps are gonna, like... So, playing fast, you put the spells down, you do what you want, and Steelsane is committing more into the wasps with an AA click. AA also on the board for Narayan. There's an extra Badger. We got 3 Badgers now coming in on the left. Oh, the 1 HP melter, just living through tungsten. These sledges on the top left flank, though, are going to get tower unless they get pulled south. Ooh. Never mind, they don't even need to. The fortress is just cleaning house. Damn, I didn't expect that. Fortress is another very satisfying sound. Just oh, so good. So good, it's like drums. Oh yeah, range was picked up on the fortresses. Alright, yes, sell out of all your saber-tooths, get a big saber-tooth. 2 sandworms is a pretty sick drop, actually. Although, like, you could just drop the sandworms over here as Narayan. Like, it's not like Steelsane has anything to actually deal with it. Just a saber and sell. Oh, I didn't catch quite what Steelsane did, but it looked like it was a Saber and Cell as well. I don't see any unit drop units on the board. Anti-missile device. Oh, we're going Melter v Melter. Guess Narayan worried that the forts may not quite be able to do it. They do still technically have a range disadvantage over the melting points. It's always a little scary. It's a little scary. I've been meaning to try elite fortresses recently. I put it on the bar. I haven't had a chance to click it yet, but I put it on the bar just for actually matching or even exceeding melting point range in these late game boards. Seems pretty good. Seems pretty good. At least pretty good in theory. It's hard to drop AA though. Shield picked up for Steelsane, who is now going to have a serious tech advantage in the Wasp Mirror. So, a few fortresses with AA do still contribute a lot of damage into those Wasps. First volley's coming down, taking some shields. See which melters get the first clicks. So much fire on the ground. Ooh, but enough chaff getting through. Okay, one fortress getting lucked, one melter, two melters going down. Ooh, Steelsane winning on the right-hand side, and just an absolute mob of units sweeping through. And 673 for Narayan, 1209 for Steelsane. There's enough giants on the board from both sides that any one round could be at... Ooh, Ion. Yep. Do you actually go... Is Orbital an option here? It really feels like Ion is the click. Ooh, Sticky Oil is up for Narayan. Same round as Ion Blast. And then there's a lot of fire on the ground in general. Interesting. Is that oil not actually better for Steelsane than it is for Narayan? Because it's probably getting lit by a Badger off of these fangs, right? Crawler burns, fang burns, late fangs. It's a very neutral oil. So it's a neutral oil. It's like olive oil, right? It doesn't impart a ton of flavor. It just, you know, it cooks you up some nice food. In this case, we cook a chaff. Ooh, these are big fortresses. I'm not sure how much the Ion can do to them. Especially with the barrier click. Nice little fortress shield. Say little fortress shield. This is 120,000 on those two. 80,000 over here. Like... maybe one melter goes down? I don't know. I feel like this is a great response to the Ion. Ooh, okay. Saber has been sold off on the right, so Narayan has completely given up, essentially given up on that right-hand side, and is just like, yeah, no, just walk on in. I got spells. Ion on the left, just getting tanked by those fortress shields. One of the melters gets tickled, as do one of the fortresses, but overall still, that Ion did not do a whole ton. Neither did Narayan's, really, though, and Steelsane has enough still on the right here to push through into that tower. Melters, ooh, that was close, that was close. Melter still going down, even through the debuff. And we're going down to a very, very close, likely final round with Steelsane at 60 health. Oof. Oof. Double-digit comfort zone. Let's go. Mustang production line. Don't mind it. Narayan's Giants are staying alive for so long. So long. Damp Core, ER Vulcan, Wasp Swarm. Once you get, like, triple-tagged Wasps, I mean, Wasp Swarm is never bad. I don't think Mustang Production Line is terrible here for Steelsane either. They do have some melters which are living quite a while. What was it, this guy? Yeah, it's going to be a rank 3. You could slap some Mustang Production onto them. Alright, what did he go for? What did he click? Went for the amp core. All right, where's the amp core going? Ooh, on this guy. Okay, 208,000. That is one healthy melter. They have absorbed. They got range. Narayan beaconing. Some wasps over, wanting to help out on the left. Makes sense. You know, he's pretty much... Whoopsies! Screen, go back. No, my perfect positioning. He's pretty much abandoned this position. Yeah, look at that. Another arc light getting sold off. This is a rank 5 tower. This is a maxed out tower from Narayan. Good lord. Oh, we're going multi-melter. Okay. Okay. So, less range than the opposing melters and fortresses, but I guess Steelsane is saying, you know what, these wasps are too big of a problem. We need something else to actually help with it. How does this play out? Longer range multi-melter from Narayan getting a first lock-on. Is that a second lock-on to an... Oh, no. Oh, no. Ooh, there's a tower pop here. This is a rank 5 tower. It's literally 1 second of debuff. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, multi-melter might not have been the sauce. I feel... Oh, no. With the range advantage, Narayan crushing that final round. And we are at a 1-1 in our series. Alrighty. We are into Narayan Steelsane Game 3. Had a bit of a false start with that last one. Steelsane had some internet issues, and we have a remake. Sabertooth Specialist, along with some Saber start for Steelsane. So, you know, a similar start to last game, just isn't going to get... Or a similar start to the failed attempt at Game 3. No big deal. Narayan picking up... Hey, they switched sides on me again. It's okay. Narayan picking up some ball lights with some Rhino spec. Very cool. Very fun. Alright, everything will now go well. Alright. So what do we do here? How well... It feels like the balls have a bit of an advantage if we were to get into a headbutt. Steelsane going for the arc lights. Yeah, they want to play a bit more standard of a setup. I don't blame them on that one. Do these balls have target lock? They do. Yeah, you really don't want to headbutt against target lock balls with sabers. That is asking for trouble. So I'm curious what line Steelsane is going to play moving forward. They are Saber Specialists. Do they have side guns available? They do have side guns. You can technically play side guns into balls. Although you need... Even if you have the level advantage, though, you still don't actually ever one-shot the balls. It's always 2 shots in the side guns. Actually, you know what? I don't know. How well do people consider sidearms or secondary armament to do into steel balls? See, it clicked a lot into like sledges, especially if you get levels or anything, you're one-shotting sledges. It's pretty good into void eyes. I think it does okay into badgers, but yeah, I don't actually know offhand how side guns do into steel balls. So I'm curious if we'll get that clicked, or if it's just going to be range, or heck, maybe even a complete sell out of sabers. They didn't accomplish a lot this round, although this is more of a chaff clear problem than necessarily a direct saber problem. Excuse me. ER Vulcan, doubt that. EMP or redeploy, both seem great here. Mass-produced saber. You already got 2 on the board, as Steelsane. You probably don't want to play mass-produced saber here. I feel like the only time you ever really click that card is if you're actually playing aggro, and then you just do like a billion saber wrap around. It's ridiculous what you can pull off. Oh. Wasp for Narayan. Both players going for redeploy. Oh yeah, there's the redeploy. I can see it. Ooh, Wasp will spawn in, get a pretty quick tower. We have a Phoenix and Crawler trying to get a very sneaky tower stab for Steelsane. We'll still get the tower. Phoenixes will turn and actually answer the Wasp. So, not quite what Steelsane had in mind, but a very good outcome for that decision. Ooh, Saber getting locked on. Both Sabers getting locked onto so fast by those steel balls. The tower does go down, keeping the Sabers alive a little bit longer. The one on the left actually able to shrug off those balls. And Steelsane gets the round. Congratulations, Steelsane. Alright, do we have a longer term answer for that Wasp? Ooh. Triple Fang deploy. Good lord, it is hard to not click a triple Fang deploy drop. Oh! Oh, that is beautiful. The Wraith has some value for Steelsane. I think that was definitely playable. Wraith is probably still actually playable for Narayan as well. Ooh, okay, we do have 2 more Sabers with side guns. So, Steelsane, believer in the side guns, believe they can do alright into the steel balls. Wasp got moved off the flank, so we got Wraith Wasp now from Narayan. Yeah, that's gonna get in. Oh, that is gonna get in for sure. Phoenix recovered for Steelsane, moved onto the left side of the board with his, majority of their forces. Ooh. So Fang was put in position to answer the Wasp, which Fang there, plus a Crawler to distract, definitely could, but not going to be enough to handle a Wraith and a pack of steel balls over there. Alright, how do these side guns do on the Sabers? You know, side gun shot plus Phoenix shot actually does kill a ball. Maybe not the worst. So the tower pop comes in from the Wraith and balls, but who cares? You're already dead, fam. Ooh. Ooh, Phoenix getting the cleanup. Interesting. Okay. Ooh, efficient light. Love to see it. Love to see it. Let's get some cheap light units out. Alright, Rhino round for Narayan. Picked up that port shield for it. That is a big, healthy Rhino. What is that? Like 78,000? We're just going to call it 7 billion HP. With 3 Bs in there. Don't worry about it. Sneaky Crawler flank. Sneaky. This is a rank 2 Crawler, actually. So I'm guessing that was a redeploy. It was this guy? I believe there was a Crawler there before that got redeployed. I'm not sure where else you would get a rank 2 Crawler from. Range on the arc lights from Narayan. A very aggressive oil. They don't have the money to light it this round, but like, for sure that's getting lit next round, and that's going to be a problem. Oh. Evacuating the steel balls. A little scared of that side gun saber spam. Steel balls will at least be able to answer this deep Crawler flank, so hey, nice for Narayan. But, well, tower's gonna go down again. Only an arc light left, though, of the main force. Pop number 2 looking much better for Steelsane. He's also gonna get pop number 3 in time for the actual clash of forces. And that is a quick, clean little cleanup. Steelsane with some very, very solid saber play. Those Phoenixes doing some work. Oh, what did Narayan go for? They went for the Fire Badger. Hey, free light's a free light. I wonder if there's a world where you actually... They sold off something. What did they sell? They sold off a steel ball. I was going to say, I wonder if there's a world where you actually sell this Fire Badger off and just rebuy a level 1. But, hey, if you're wanting to get out of balls and get into hackers... Alright. So running hackers into this, how do we feel about this? So, like, Steelsane obviously can deal with his own units getting hacked. Sabers can kill Saber. The rank 2 getting hacked is a little scary. Arclights, again, you know, Sabers can deal with it. But how much value does Narayan get, right? You hacked the right Saber, and suddenly this tower just pops. Oh, looks like Arclight was added on the right. Interesting, interesting. This raid hasn't gotten any techs. I feel like at this point you would normally want to have it ranged by now, but I guess they're really just using it for this Tower 7. That's it. Ooh, mid-flank crawler. I love it. I love it. It's so distracting. Everything's split. But this Fire Badger is going to get the light. Oh my god. Are they? Oh! Woo. It's like as soon as I spoke it, reality was just like, are you sure about that one? But yes, yes indeed. So, hackers did okay there against the Sabers. Got a couple of Saber converts. They were cleaned up pretty quickly by the rest of Steelsane's forces. And if nothing else, they always have the Phoenix, right? This doesn't feel like the scariest hackers in the world. I don't know. I don't know. It feels like most of that round was just the oil getting lit, right? Like, how do you... What do you actually do here as Narayan? Ooh, both hackers leveling. Big deal. Orbital bombardment will help. But we got bombard for bombard. No one is allowed chaff. Chaff is illegal. Jump driving the Phoenix. He's going to move them both hard on the wall. Yeah, I love this move versus bombard. It's very, very rare for orbital bombardments to be placed right up against the edge or even covering the flank, right? In this case, Steelsane's is, right? There is a crawler deep on the flank there. I guess you could have seen bombard, like, just touching on the left. Either way, main point is, if nothing else, they will be flying over less of the bombard, and that's a nice little thing. Stormcallers. How do we feel about the Stormcallers? So the Stormcallers can certainly reach out and touch the hackers quite quickly. Big Badger being kept on the board for Narayan. Why can I not click the Badger? That's so weird. That's so weird. Can I click it now? No, I can't. I could move the map, and then I can click it. It's interesting how the game, like, locks stuff out sometimes. Ooh, everything getting beaconed over here. Narayan deciding that, kind of being like, alright, like, yeah, we're getting the tower pop, but it doesn't matter. So let's just join everything up. Let's have a grand old party on the left-hand side of the board. Bombards bombarding. Ooh. Ooh, now those shields popped for Narayan. Oh no. Ooh! Saber! Convert! Not enough. Not enough at all. I mean, this is game for Steelsane. I am. Well played. Alright, we are into game 4 of Steelsane and Narayan. Steelsane is currently up 2-1. And they have kept the same sides for me. Excellent, excellent. Steelsane's still red. Ooh. Giant Spec, not a bad pack. Typhoon Spec, playable on offense. Let's see. Or I guess you could even play this standard. Sell it off. Going for Marksman Spec for Steelsane. Narayan went for Fortified Specialist. Got some Hounds and Sabers. Very cool. I can get there before. I think we go... Yeah, something like this. Good enough. Alright, alright. Deploys on the same side. Steelsane going for those marksmen round one, especially when you're playing marksman specialist. You know, it's nice to actually get some additional marksmen out there. You get to double dip on the tech value. Nice, nice, nice. That said, marksmen can sometimes struggle a little bit against the sabers in the first round. Like, until they start getting levels, attacks, it's scary. It's scary, man. I'm traumatized by how many round ones I've lost playing marksman into sabers. Ah, brutal. Let's see what these marksmen end up accomplishing. Do they get to lock onto the sabers early? Right now, stuck on some hounds, stuck on some crawlers. Rapid fire cannon actually doing a lot for Steelsane this round. Well, marksmen have both locked onto the same saber. You'd love to see it. Marksman still going down. Oh, that was so close. Narayan does take round one, but it is a slim round one. You're hoping to do a little bit better. Steelsane now with their power spike round. Got that nice orange man. No one wants to run ERA. I don't blame you. Improved Wasp was offered, not taken. But Narayan going for Wasps anyways. You know, I was about to say, as the marksman player, you're often pretty confident not going for fangs at this point. You're like, yeah, we got a few marksmen now. We can handle a pack of wasps. 2 packs of wasps is a lot for 3 marksmen. That said, because one of the packs is on the left, gonna run into that fresh fang pack. These wasps are pretty handle. Ooh, missile to clear the way for these crawlers. Doesn't one-shot the anti-armor cannon, though, and these wasps are going to finish them off. So that is a successful, unplanned tower defense. Meanwhile, on the right, wasps are getting in. Marksman able to get through them. And then finish off that last saber. Steelsane with an excellent early defense. You know, that kind of crawler missile stab didn't work out for them. Didn't work out. Ooh, rhinos. That is 2 rhinos. Ooh, rank 2 Mustang, though. Great pickup for Steelsane. 2 packs of wasps already on the board. Very unlikely for Narayan to sell out of them. These Mustangs have a opportunity to get some serious experience. You know, for Narayan, what do you do? What do you actually need here? It really does feel like the rhinos would be okay. You could definitely go for a Blendo setup. I'm not sure what text they were running on rhinos. I don't know what this shows me. I think this is Steelsane's. That looks like Steelsane's page, but it's a different order, so that must be Narayan's. So, no Blendo rhinos happening, unfortunately. I do love watching Blendo, and I really enjoy playing against it. I think it makes for some fascinating games. Something about it has not clicked for me playing it, though. Alright. Alright. Stings on the left, very cool. I guess no real reason to, like, sell or get rid of that crawler. It still plays a little bit of a point, even though it's mostly just giving away a bit of experience right now. You don't mind having some chaff way up front as you get into the later stages of the game. Ooh, Wasps getting ahead on the Mustangs, meaning that Steelsane's Mustangs actually get to clean them up pretty freely. Meanwhile, on the right, Sabers are getting in. We got a rank 2 Saber there now. Ooh, Marksman able to take out the rank 1. Oh, and the rank 2 Saber. Ooh. Stangs finish off the tower, and it looks like, unless this marksman turns here, did you get tower pop first? Oh, that was close. Aww. Alright. Narayan gets a cleanup, gets around. And there's not a lot of damage. Ooh, Lightning Storm for Narayan. We got those round 4 big red spells. I can see Lightning Storm, honestly, for Steelsane as well. Yeah, here we go. We are double spelling. So, the fact that Lightning Storm's already in play here, and it's what, 4 rounds of cooldown, 5, 6, 7, 8, so it's coming back around 9. Very high chance this game is still going at round 9. I'm wondering if this just completely kills any sort of additional Wasp play, and just really deterring airplay in general. So I wouldn't be surprised if you just see a whole lot of ground development going on. My specialist again was fortified, marksman, yeah. It's unlikely to see any sort of like large giant swings. Is one bubble enough? These, I mean, no, we know it's not. But how much is this one bubble going to protect? At least keeping that pack of level 2 Mustangs alive a little bit longer for Steelsane. Oh, both players' Mustangs staying alive. And actually, that's a rank 3 Mustang pack for Narayan. Addition of that Tarantula on the left manages to chunk its way through. And this one marksman just finishing off the fangs. Steelsane making me a believer in standard Tarantula. I keep telling people, it's totally playable. It's fine. It's great. Tarantulas rule. Although I guess this is defense Tarantula, right? Standard Tarantula. 120 meters is a little short for chaff clear. Speaking of giants, never mind, you know. When I'm wrong, I faceplant, and that's how life should be. Oh, God. But we got the fortresses coming out for Narayan. They look pretty strong here. Even heavier Mustang commitment, so we're going full-on Fort Stang. Yeah. Yeah. Steelsane, I have to imagine they're going to go into Melter as a response here. I'm wondering if they're going to try to continue matching Mustangs. Oh my god, that literally like 1 XP off? Hang on, I need to know. 3, okay. Oil on the right, not going to get lit, but expecting it to get lit next round. There are enough marksmen on the board. We got 2 level 2s. Is that a level 3 or is that a level 4 now for the big one? They are able to get through this 4. That 4 was just slowed down so much by that oil. Good lord. Even on the left, just the Stangs and marksmen able to get through the fortress over there. Oh no. Is Steelsane just out-tempoing this? Yeah, it is a rank 4 marksman. Scorpion. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Go for rhinos here. Actually, what do you want? Phantom Rays for Narayan. I mean, there's enough marksmen out there. Do the Phantom Rays accomplish a lot? I mean, they're decent at soaking up Mustang fire for sure. Ooh, expecting the light. Click Sprinkler on the Hout. And if Steelsane skips the light, they're just a little ahead here. Ah, hey, they did pick the Scorpions. Okay. I mean, hey, rank 3 Scorpion gets offered to you. Scorps can absolutely deal with these giants, especially with acid on the bar. It's good armor well, but yeah, acid double shot range. No reason these Scorps can't take this fight. I am worried that Steelsane's chaff over here is maybe a little light, but we'll have to see. There's not a ton of chaff for Narayan either. Really relying a lot on those elms and not seeing a light coming through. Gotta imagine Narayan's a little sad about that one. Oh, Scorps locking onto forts. Fort on the left down already. Marksman plus Stangs, more than enough to get through those Phantom Rays. Woo! Fort on the right, getting some work done, but with the debuff. Come on, Mr. Scorp. Ooh, that was close. Does Scorp level off of that? Scorp does level. Oh my god. I don't know if it's just me, but like rank 2 Scorps, I swear, feel like 3 times stronger than rank 1s. Like, it just feels like such a big break point. And like, well, it's only double the stats, but like, Nah, going up to 21,000 damage shots is ridiculous. It's, what, 3-shotting a rank 1 fortress? Damn. Double shot picked up. Oh, I'm liking Steelsane's board. I don't know if the 1 level 2 fort is enough. This game might not even make it to the next Lightning Storm round. Whereas Narayan, you'd really be like, alright, now we click shields on the forts and we get 1,000,000 value. And oof. Oof, oof, oof. What could Narayan do here? I mean, range on the forts, more forts. Temp range. Temp range and speed for Steelsane. This is tough here. This one attack. You just grab +3, it's +2 attack. Just buff up your stings and hope they're enough. Yeah. Well, here's hoping. Those forts on the left, though, just getting... Oh my god. Insta-locked in one shot by the rank 3 Scorp. Oh, you hate to see it. Hate to see it indeed. Or you love to see it. You know, it just depends. Just depends. Ah, Tarantula does go down. Double Scorp shot, just slightly too slow. But this is looking like a clean game from Steelsane. Oh. Going down. Here we go. We are into game 5. Best of 7. Steelsane versus Narayan. Steelsane currently up 3-1. So, on match point. Line it up. Line it up. Yeah. Alright. Come on. I know he's not going to do it, but man, that was a wonderful Titan setup right there. He's even got Incendiary on it. Do it, Steelsane. Do it. Yes! The cost control! I don't expect Titan play, but, good lord, you can do some funky stuff with hounds. Alright, Narayan, going training spec, grabbing some sabers. Sabers, ooh, does not have side guns on his sabers. Sledge is pretty good into sabers, hounds, okay. Don't mind it. Going for the marksman. Very, very, you know, ooh, hey, look at that. Oh my god, what is it called? The thing, the box. It pops up on the right when you're playing the recommended deployments. That's probably it. Very fast +1, classic cost control play. Do not mind seeing that. But yeah, just adding the marksman. Void Eyes, the DPS of choice for Narayan there. Hey, actually, these guys swap sides on me. Ooh, the fast double lock-on by the marksman onto the same saber. It's the only way, like, these early marksman deploys actually really seem to kill sabers consistently. But, still, there's a lot of power between the sabers and Void Eyes. And Narayan crushes through round 1. I was gonna say, like, he picked the Void Eyes for DPS. He already had DPS, but I guess that means he just doesn't want to play sabers long term. Ooh, mobile beacon, bring to play. Mass-produced sandworm. I'm still not 100% certain how strong this card is. Like, it decreases the cost of the worm by 25%, but you lose 30% attack and HP. It feels like it would probably be fine here from Narayan's perspective. Round 2 Wasp. This has been a classic. Have we seen like a round 2 Wasp like every single game today? It's been a lot. But, yeah. Both these players have been loving these very quick, like, Wasp crawler little stabs at the open tower. Ooh. Hound getting sent to a mid flank. Interesting. Well, the Wasps will get the tower on the left. The question is how long? Hounds on the right pull. Pack of Crawlers. Pack of Void Eyes. It's not a bad delay, and it does really open these Sabers up. I should be getting locked onto now, but... Oh, with that tower pop from the Wasps, Narayan's gonna be cleaning up this round. Sabers... Yeah, can the sledges get anything else done? Doesn't look like it. Just a little bit of chip damage, a little bit of chip. Dano, maybe. If you had a level on a Saber, Nano seems really strong. Or if they had, like, picked up Mass Prod Worm or something. Yeah, Narayan going for a skip. Steelsane taking some time to really figure out what they want to do here. Is going for the nano repair. Cost control. Is this just a worm getting dropped? That would kill all their deployments for the round. They did just place it on a sledgehammer. I wonder how much that'll come into play. Because, like, a Saber's still gonna one-shot this guy, these guys anyways. But how meaningful is this against a Void Eye, right? So, two rank 2 Void Eye shots to kill a Sledgehammer. One's 2100. So, in order to survive, it would need like 1,000 left. Excuse me. 1,100 hit points is a lot to repair. I wonder if this is how meaningful this nano is. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Let's find out. Dog was moved back to defend that left-hand tower. Makes a lot of sense. Ooh, Mustangs were a great addition here. Cleaning up the Wasps on the left and just adding some general DPS on the right. Very cool. Also just, you know, helping with chaff clear on the right as well, I guess more so. Good amount of damage. Yeah, it doesn't really seem like the regen did much for the Sabers this round, but we'll have to keep tracking, or did much for the Sabers, did much for the Sledges. But still, they're getting close to level 2, and that's a big deal. Alright, rank 3 Fire Badger, picked up for Narayan from the drop. Melter, picked up and kept for Steelsane. Could be seeing a multi-melter defense. There's 4 packs of Void Eyes out now. They have access to Aerial. Yeah, you got 2 marksmen on the board, which are enough here. There's nothing wrong with prepping a little multi-melt. Nothing wrong with a little melty-melt. Just a big old Fire Badger round. Wasp was pulled from the left back into the main forces. Multi-melter on the... or multi-melter. Melter on the left here. It is not a multi-melt. It is a single melt. More shallow flank crawlers coming out from Narayan. Yeah, I can click these, but I can't click this. I guess because it's in line with like where the buttons show up. I can click it here. Barely. This is one nice thing about cost control, like a really nice thing about cost control, is you can leave these buildings up without feeling like you're missing out on economy, right? Ooh, oil for Narayan. How aggressively is this going to be placed? Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense. Range is picked up on the Stangs, but... So let's see if they actually do still get burnt there. Have to imagine... A little bit. Oh, the sledges a little on fire. Now we're definitely seeing the regen coming through on the 1 pack. Still, sledges get taken out. Melter on the left happily trudging forward, but the fire and the Badgers on the right, you know, finally adding that real proper chaff clear to their force, and Narayan gets the first pop and the third, and woo! Welter gets the saber, but it's not enough. Can you slugs kill anything, even with the debuff? Nah. Nah. And we just have them chipping away at each other little bit at a time. Efficient Light. Don't mind clicking that one. Skip for Steelsane, though. They're looking to play a bit more of a giant board. Oh, it's a Raiden. Yeah. You just go triple Raiden here. Is this whether or not you think you actually need a Raiden on the left, or do you just leave the Raiden on the right? Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. Ryan's only got... They have one redeploy, but I think you're pretty confident whatever you have on the left can handle, like, the Fire Badger pack. Beaconing those Fire Badgers back, I guess Narayan is... I mean, Narayan's essentially abandoned that side, right? They're not expecting to get in. May as well pull that Fire Badger back. Try to use it to protect the flank. Into maybe a little bit. How much does that actually kind of lead Steelsane's forces away from the tower? And they're getting dragged a bit. Interesting. Meanwhile, on the right, Raidens are getting to open up on the Badgers and Voidas as the chaff gets melted away. Ooh, Raiden's even good tonight. Okay. Ooh, a Raiden level at that. Wasp Swarm in. Hadn't noted it before, but both sabers sold off for Narayan at this point. It's a nice little Wasp Swarm from Steelsane. You know, Narayan has some real problems, right? Like, how do they actually deal with these Raidens? You can't just click Aerial on Void Eyes. It gets scary if range gets clicked this round, right? So we have AA Farseers coming in for Narayan. Certainly able to tango with the Raidens. Ooh, Oil, though, coming out for Steelsane. Gonna slow everything down a bit. Do not expect the Badgers to end up lighting that. I guess it's possible if these crawlers do something really funky right here. Seems unlikely, though. Seems unlikely. Range picked up on the Raiden. Like I said, I don't think you click Void Eye Aerial here. Ryan also went for the Wasp Swarm, just using it defensively. Alright, they know they're vulnerable there. Oh, snap! It lights! It lights! Alright, that crawler was living a little bit longer than we expected it to. You know, Badger's not walking forward as they were spending their time really shooting away at that wall. Ooh, the level 2 Raiden going down very quickly. Ben, this Badger beacon on the left is actually stalling things out quite a lot. I like that little move by Narayan. That's cute. It's cute. I've been trying to play with... I've been trying to play with beacons that just explicitly for the purpose of manipulating the enemy army movement, like, for a while now. And I always forget to do it during the games. It's just like, we beacon to attack the tower, and for no other reason. That's a lie, that's a lie. Sometimes I beacon things away from the front lines, but that's really it. I haven't done much with the army manipulation, but it's so powerful here, and Ryan's just set up so much stall for his tower. Overlord for Steelsane. See if they hang on to it. No, that's a sell. Overlord for Narayan. Also expecting a sell. No, that's a keep. Okay, okay. Fork on the Raidens. Very scary Raidens at this point. That is so much damage. Ooh, 6 Raidens now. Wait, 5 Raidens. I can count. I graduated kindergarten. I can count. Alright. Actual DPS on the left now. It's not like it'll two-shot the Badger pack and then actually be able to threaten the tower. Although one single level 1 Raiden, 59,000 health on a rank 3 tower is a whole lot of shots, right? It's like 12. That's a lot of shots, actually. How much time is that? 4.6 seconds? Oh my god, it's like a minute. That's so long. Alright, rank 3 Farseer. He's just been eating this guy. Eating him alive. We do got some hounds up front, and we actually got fire hounds clicked. Hell yeah, I like it. I like it. Fire hounds look good here. Such a crawler heavy. I mean, it's really just crawlers for Chaff. You know, coming out of Narayan, so fire hounds. Oh, beautiful. My beautiful little Bernie babies. And with that chaff clear on the board, ooh, we do see... Ooh, not quite enough. The tower taken just a little bit too late, and the AA Farseer is cleaning up most of the Raidens. Still a lot of damage, but Narayan is not out of this by any stretch of the imagination. Now the question is, what is their response to... Ooh, additional deployment slots out. Port shield? Maybe you port shield this guy. But additional deployment for both players. You know, especially late game here, right? Even if you don't get a lot of War Factory with anti-missile. Huh. You just put it... Okay, so he's putting it there. So that'll stop these. That will land. This will land. That'll land. Although, I don't know I don't think you want that fire landing on the left here. This is actually suddenly a very dangerous dog for Steelsane. And Narayan has correctly identified it, placing a Fang along with an offensive oil. Now, lucky for Steelsane, he's really just going to lose the one Mustang pack. This other pack is getting drawn into the right. Hey, Reven, AM Factory, real random? Yeah! Okay, so Factory's moved over here now. I'm really worried that, like, one of these fires could land from both. I haven't seen War Factory in response to Hound Fire before. Woof. Steelsane's board, also not the highest single target TPS. See this War Factory going okay. Alright, so it did actually block the initial fire dog fire, but whoa, that oil on the left. Oh, that is devastating. Beaconing back, trying to get all of his Raidens together is Steelsane. Ooh, the rank 3 Farseer, just devastating. Oh, ooh, War Factory going down to the level 2. Level 2 Lightning Boy. Hey, Celestial Cato. It is indeed a decent big tank. Oh, Sub-Serious Cow King. Got the gang all here. Rank 6 Saber. That's a big boy. I think there's like legitimately just drop the Saber to fight the War Factory. Just real expensive. It is really expensive. And I'm worried that the only reason Ryan really won that round was this offensive fire. We'll have to see here. If Steelsane really wants to, he can put 2 dogs on the line right here and here, and I bet the fire connects. Like that short throw fire, like, yeah, I know it's a lot of AM. I'm really curious. I'm really curious if short throw fire connects here. I might actually replay this after the series just to find out. Armor on the Hounds. Good against the Fire Badgers. Keep them alive for a while against them, for sure. What else is going on here? What do we miss? We got Shield AA Wasps. Ionization was clicked on the Raiden. Second War Factory. Oh, be still my beating heart. This is a gorgeous game. Shielded Wasps also from Steelsane. Ooh. That Wasp pack is barely going to send anything this way. This might actually get tower. Ooh, does it need a beacon, though? Not enough time. Oh, the Farseer did turn to fight the Wasps, so they get cleaned up. Get cleaned up, unfortunate. Oh my god, that ionized damage! Oh. Are the Raidens still able to, like, actually kill everything else, though? Oh. Oh. These Farseers have been doing some real work. Real heckin' work. Is that? No. No. Oof. 331 on the Steelsane. Alright. Okay. Could... that is a big EMP. I feel like Steelsane... Yeah, Steelsane's forced into Photon here. Absolutely 100% forced. I wonder if there's a line where Narayan actually just skips it because of how forced that feels, right? Like, but I mean, that's the thing, right? If you grab EMP as Narayan and Steelsane doesn't Photon, like, that's just game, right? Oof, wild. Steelsane's Photon or Steelsane's EMP gonna mostly get covered by those shields. Some of the Wasps will still get smacked. Yeah, it ain't the end of the world. I would love to see just like a steel ball on the left for Steelsane to actually threaten that tower. I feel like if they can get the tower pop, if they get it fast enough, is that not just game? Oil for Steelsane, very cool. Very likely to get lit by Narayan's Badgers there. Let me see upgrades. 1-1 for Steelsane, 2-1 for Narayan. Yeah. Hey, Steel Ball! Steel Ball! Yeah, Steel Ball! Although, with the Fang Pack and also the other Wasp drop, should be able to keep the tower safe from the Steel Ball. Well, you know, on the right here. Oh, the ionized damage onto the factories. Still enough? Oh my god, yeah, like, oh my god, the Raidens are struggling so hard to actually finish off these Farseers. Look at those. Ooh! Ooh, Stang's killing off one of them, but that's not enough. That's game for Narayan. Excuse me, drink. Button. All right. Game 6. Narayan Steelsane. Steelsane is up 3-2. 3-2. Let's see if Narayan can pull another win out. That was a really great game that last game. Fantastic. I have not seen Farseers doing work like that in a while. All right. Packs. Anything standing out? Aerial spec for Steelsane. Narayan going for those Saber Quick Supply. I didn't say it in time, but I was like, it's gotta be Badgers, right? It's gotta be Badgers. I guess you could technically play Tarantula. I don't know why right now you would opt into Tarantula over Badger. You're gonna get the, No. Armies are gonna clash. Yeah. Not quite a straight up, you know, on the line headbutt, but very short range battle. I feel like Steelsane had been putting his sledges more like just above tower level in the past. I'm wondering why they're placing them slightly more forward this game. I guess it's because they have Void Eyes, not Marksman, right? So they are needing to engage a little closer. Ooh, rapid fire cannon sniped again just before those crawlers get into range. And you keep seeing that happen a lot. These starting turrets are so vulnerable to sabers, so vulnerable. Void Eyes, however, are apparently super busted. Good lord, that DPS. The players who have yet again switched sides on me. Sorry. Steelsane, winning round one. How dare they switch sides on me? Deployment module, very cool. ERA for Narayan, though? Actually? That's super playable here. Super playable. Yeah! Yeah, ERA! Not this round, but... Oh, come on, do it. Buy them. Buy the rays. Yeah! Phantom rays! Hell yeah. Ooh, this wasp, though. We'll get tower. We'll get tower. Question is, does Steelsane have army left after it actually gets it? Yeah, Raven. Banshees. Wasp for both players. Again, this like... Oh, no, sorry, not for both players. Steelsane buying 2 packs of wasps. There we go. There we go. Sorry, I got so excited about the Phantom Rays. Like, everything else just stopped mattering. God, I love Phantom Rays. Alright. Alright, what text does he have on them? Ooh, yeah, this is the page I've been running. I love this page. It's just straight up battle ray. It's so good. Alright, underground threat from Narayan. Very cool. Underground threat for Steelsane. Very cool. Steelsane using it aggressively, along with the redeploymented wasp. I guess it wasn't technically redeployed. It was, can move freely. Moved wasp. I'm gonna go back to redeploymented. Aggressive underground crawlers from both players. Steelsane not really defending from it. Oh, that'll defend it. Calcan, you've been running your Phantom Rays with the same page? Hell yeah. Nah, Battle Ray page is so good. That said, I mean, like, I've seen some pretty good Oil Ray plays coming out from people. It always makes me want to put oil back on, but I don't know. I don't know. Just the straight up fighting power. Oof, like these Farseers. I thought the Farseers were a decent choice here, but not enough. Is that the second pack? Oh my god, that is both packs of Phantom Rays with levels. Sorry, not Farseers, Farseer. Managed to snipe like a single Phantom Ray, but it ain't enough. Ooh, Fortress. Picked up for Narayan. What's Steelsane going for? Does Steelsane actually need here? Going for Fortress? Do you actually go for a 4-day A line against Phantom Rays? I don't know about that one. I mean, it is ER rays, so it's only like... Yeah, I guess it's only 2,000 health a level. That's certainly within a range where anti-air barrage can be functional. I don't know. I'm sure I've seen it, but like I can't recall ERA into Fort AA interaction before. But we'll see. Fortresses also just decent tanky unit. Good unit in general. May not necessarily be planning on the AA line, but there is range. Clicked on the Phantom Rays. So we have the commit from Narayan. 3rd pack arrays. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. If Steelsane's going to do anything with this Wasp this round. No, just move it over to the left. Oh, and that is an AA click. All right. Ooh. Yeah, no, 4-day AA actually doing pretty good damage into the Phantom Rays here. Narayan able to push through, though. Phantom Rays breaking that fortress on the right, getting the tower. Taking the round. Another Phantom Ray level. Oh, jeez. Okay. Wasp Swarm or nothing here. I don't think anything else actually makes sense for any of the players, right? You don't want marksman. You already have your AA sorted on both sides. Steelsane with an aggressive Wasp Swarm. Meanwhile, Narayan went for Escape. Elite Marksman's a thing? You never seen that before? Actually, you know what? You're right. Like, I know I've seen Elite Marksman before, but it feels so rare. Like, how often do you actually get a game where there isn't a single Marksman? Actually, can Elite Marksman show up even if you already have Marksman on the field? I'm really not 100% certain on how these card rules work. But, yeah. Maybe Elite Marksman's newer? I'm trying to remember. I know I've seen it before. Have I? I probably have. Yeah, no kidding. Getting Marksman out of that round one, out of that rank one hump, oh my god, it makes him so much better. I like this. I like the Wasp Swarm with the redeploymented Wasp. Ooh, Napalm Badger. Makes a lot of sense here from Steelsane. I like what they're doing. I like how they're responding to this. And these Wasps in the bottom left are gonna get tower. Might just take a second. Fortresses chewing through Fire Badgers on both sides. Still just range, looks like, on the Phantom Rays. So 40A still very scary. But with that tower pop, Steelsane takes the round. This is still going either way. It's just these tricky plays that are like determining round by round. These cards can still show up if the unit is present. They can't show up if another card was picked for the same unit. Okay, that makes sense. Ooh, Marksman drop. Now, I know that Marksman drop won't show up if there's Marksman on the board. That card I understand. So, like, which ones is it? It's the improved variants of the cards, right? So, like, there's Void Eyes on the board, so, like, improved Void Eye won't get offered, right? The cards, the improved ones, the ones that actually, like, positively increase the cost of units, those are the ones that don't. But I guess, yeah, just like purchase modifier, that doesn't matter, and the ones that weaken units, I mean, that's the player's choice to weaken their units. So Steelsane went for the triple marksman deploy. It's a lot of deploys, right? It's always, you know, tempting to take it just for literally sheer deployment efficiency. There's no rules in this game. The rules of each game are determined entirely through RNG. I'm really wondering if we're going to see shield coming out on these Phantom Rays. Like, range sledge can't show up on another units it can. I think there's just no ER sledgehammer card. Right? If there's units of that on the board. Okay, wait, so if there's sledges on the board, ER sledge will not be offered? But, like, ER variants definitely get offered for, like, Arclight and stuff. Why would sledges be different? Was this, like, a temporary thing that was done, like, when sledge carry was just busted? So salt variants can show up if you already have the units? Yeah, that makes sense. I've seen that before. Woo! Oil got lit. Oil got lit. Oh, without any chaff. Yeah, these forts aren't long for the world. You know, there's nothing else that the 40A is really targeting, but these Phantom Rays are still mostly staying alive, even without a shield. Huh. Well, that's an actual dangerous chunk of damage. Steelsane at 2050. Huh. Super supply. It's a little late for that. Hey, look! It's Assault Scorpion. It's not gonna get clicked. Acid Blast here, actually. Yeah, Acid looking pretty good for both players. I guess from Steelsane's perspective, you maybe not go for Acid Blast, being like, well, there's Acid plus that, there's a good chance they actually do Sweepy Hounds, and then blah, blah, blah. I don't know, it's strong, though. Alright, so Steelsane went Efficient Tech. So, I think they clicked Range Enhancement on the Fortress, like, this round, like, right now. Is it both can bubble fort? They're not going for it, though. So you do have the fort bubble. I mean, you just have basic bubbles coming out from Narayan. I don't know. I think it's Acid. Ah, it's getting shielded. Ah. Weak. Those forts are angry. There's some angry forts. Narayan's actually setting up, like, a fairly decent chat board. Steelsane, very light, just a handful of crawlers. Good shields from Steelsane, blocking pretty much all of the acid. That is so much fire on the ground. Woof! Oh, thank you for letting me know, Kato. Is this better? Oh, it's unfortunate on the microphone. I have a little DAC here, little audio module-y physical thing. Oh my god. Yeah, better. That's awesome. Sick. Like, every once in a while, it seems like I need to just, like, restart the thing or does weird stuff. It's actually pretty old. I've had this thing for decade. It's like a Scarlet 2i2. It's an old one. All right, absorption modules for both players. I mean, they got big forts, you know, and I cannot lie. Absorption module is busted. Can't deny. Ow, ow. Oh no. I'm so embarrassed. Oh. We're just gonna all ignore and pretend that that didn't happen. I gotta be real. The 48. 48 plus marksman. You'd expect it to be enough to take out the Phantom Rays. Rank 3 now. It's a lot of health, even with ERA still pushing 7k each. What? Alright. Alright. Oh man, that acid is gonna cause that rapid fire to can. Actually, wait. Do ground effects affect buildings? I actually don't know this. I guess we'll see if this thing starts taking damage right away. Whoop. Range badgers. Still just range on the forts from Narayan. Bad for Narayan, low on fort levels. That is true. They have fallen behind on fort levels. And it feels like the Phantoms have been able to make up the DPS difference so far. So yeah, the 40AA, it's such RNG. Like, every couple of volleys will take out a Phantom or two. It's just not that quick. But yeah, no, Steelsane with these big forts and that regen fort. Oh, almost refusing to die. If that tower pop had been like milliseconds earlier. Ooh. Steelsane should get the cleanup here. Yeah. Wait. No. Wait. Hang on. What? What? Narayan has 1-2. Steelsane's just 1-1. Damn, that made a big difference. Incendiary bomb. Picked for Steelsane. Yeah, just being super aggressive with it. I wonder when Narayan's actually going to click the shield button. And does Steelsane click overload? Like, you were right? Like, you'd expect, like, especially this level 3, the absorption, but it was just a little bit too much damage coming through all at once for this guy. And I guess if he's... So actually, this is something I don't know. So Fortress, like rank 3 Fortress has like a 21,000 damage shot, right? If it fires at a sledgehammer with 5,000 health, does it... It's going to be damage dealt, right? So it's just going to be 90% of the 5k that it heals. So it heals like, what, like 4,600 off of that? Like, I don't think it's like the full damage from the shot. It's only what is actually dealt to the unit, right? I don't actually know. I haven't tested that. This fire. Oh, we got Sprinkler Hounds. We got Sprinkler Hounds. It's all getting swept. Sprinkler Hounds already have good value. Napalm on the board. Otherwise, the Ford wouldn't have died killing crawlers. Ah, true. Thank you, yeah. Damage dealt does not calculate more than the HP of the unit from observation. Yeah, that's what it seems like. Interesting. No, it makes sense. It makes sense. It's the most reasonable way to do it. These force shields. Ooh, they're speeding up fast. Oh, there's a lot happening. Oh, the big fort with the regen on the left just ain't dying this time. I think Steelsane's forts have scaled to a scary, scary place. Narayan's not dead, but all it takes is one fort left alive, and that's game. Oh, level 4. So, how do we gut shot either board? I don't even know if there's really an obvious gut shot offhand, right? Like the subterranean, the subterranean crawlers. I mean, they would have helped a bit, but like, clearly that wasn't enough. Napalm Badger, still scary. It is an oil round for Narayan. Picked up the Scorpion. Did they sell it off, or did they just... No, they haven't done anything with it yet. Big Mustang, the pickup for Steelsane. Alright. It was 2 Mustangs? That was. It was 2 rank 3 Mustangs. That's a really nice drop. I don't know, I feel like Steelsane has such a rounded board. It has marksman, so even like a big, like, armor... You couldn't do, like... I mean, there's enough forts. Does, like, an armored wraithplate make any sense here? I mean, you just click armor on Phantom Rays, if anything. Aggressive oil. Ooh, Steelsane double teching with an extra pack of Stangs going range HE. So really, really wants that chat clear. Ooh, doesn't want his stuff getting, Oh, right, oil's up, shielding against the oil. Makes sense, very reasonable. Redeploymented Crawler over here. I guess just moving it further south on the flank. So much fire. But still, initial fire all getting swept here by those hounds. The aggressive oil not actually getting lit. Oh, there it goes. Thankfully. Ooh, some of the level 1 Stangs burning. That is a fast forward. There's a lot happening right now. Good lord. Big Scorpion goes down. Oh, no it doesn't. No it doesn't. He's still alive on the left. What am I talking about? This big Scorpion is taking stuff down. That's what's happening. Move aside force. We got Scorps. Wait, am I crazy? Did he buy more than one? Did he buy another Scorpion, or was it just... Okay, he did buy more Scorpions. I'm not completely crazy, just a little crazy. What's the right amount of crazy that you want in your life? Port shield? So, hang on. Steelsane clicked port shield. Where is it going? Mothership drop should get cleaned up. Still, a little distracting, I guess. Hey, overload on the fortresses. These are some quad-teched rank 4 forts. Goodness, look at those big red boys. Look at that nice crisp line. Hey, there's an acid. That's not going to do nothing. Okay, so there's replicate. When Steelsane moved this crawler last round, I was honestly kind of expecting a replicate click. He's down in techs, though. That missile's gonna be a problem. There is an underground crawler coming up, so replicate play is going to get off. Double shot on the Scorps, some serious DPS. Yeah, Narayan, I guess, fell behind too far in fort levels, didn't want to, like, just go the overload route. I don't blame him. No acid on Scorp is weird. I mean, they have acid available. Double shot. I guess double shot's better against barrier, right? If that's what he's really concerned about. Miss the low arm in Mardays where you can do crawler carry and win with it. Man, I've lost to crawler carry a few times this past couple of weeks. I'm just like, they only got a couple of high-level crawlers. It doesn't matter. And then, like, 2 rounds later, it's like, oh, this is an impossible board state. There's no way to fix it. Oh my god, that Overlord actually got in. I guess the Fortress, yeah, would have just walked away from it. And with that tower pop... Ooh, Narayan... Unless something... No, they cleaned this up, right? Yeah. Yeah. Is that game? Oh my god, 27 health. Alright, double-digit comfort zone. We got this. Ooh, 327, 27. There's only a 3 difference in health between them. You'd rather get acid than double shot? I mean, I don't think acid is an unreasonable line here, like, at all. At all. I don't think the double shot is crazy either. Alright, Sandworm for Narayan. That's a rank 3 Sandworm. That's a big boy. War Factory? If War Factory makes no sense here, unfortunately. Yeah, this worm makes a lot of sense. It could literally be met by a worm going that way. What did Steelsane pick? Hang on. Steelsane grabbed the Wraith. There you are. So what is the anti-air for... Oh my god, so they have... It's just marksman, right? It's a couple of rank 4 marksmen, rank 3. I mean, that's gonna kill the Wraith, right? Like, we have ranged degen Wraith. Okay. Okay, no AA on the marksman. These Wraiths should be pretty safe. I like the degen. Yeah, there's the barriers, but, you know, they're getting taken out pretty quick. That rank 5, 368,000 damage last round, 1.27 million. What about acid and double shot? It's mega DPS for sure. But I guess having caught up, or at least gotten some fort levels, Narayan's feeling a little bit more confident about the overload now. This worm... I'm not convinced that Fortress wins the fight. Okay, okay. Shield's starting to pop. Degen's gonna start affecting things. On the right, the worm is being degened. I guess that's gonna be... Oh my god, the worm made it! That is gonna be a dead Steelsane tower. Oh no. Oh. Ooh, there goes the tower, and there's the cleanup. That's game for Narayan. Wait, there's no way. Yeah, no. It's a rank 1 Wraith. It's dead. Blah. Alright, alright. Woo! Woo! Hell yeah, we go into the final game! Best of 7 games! Hell yeah. That is sick. Spectator delay is enabled in this battle. Viewing will commence after the countdown. Only normal viewing. There is no, I repeat, no abnormal viewing allowed today. Yup. Alright, alright, I'm gonna click the button. I'm the best caster ever. Oh no! The animation glitched out! RIP. It's scary, chicken lasagna. Chicken lasagna is probably the most terrifying lasagna. It's hard to disagree with that one. Ooh, pufferfish lasagna. That would be weird. Homemade. You bought the pasta because who wants to make that? No, no. I am right with you. I have made homemade pasta. It is so much work for... It's like, well, not different. It's not different. Anyways, we have the final Final game of our best of 7, the final game of the RFL. Presuming everyone's internet stays good, we don't have to do a remake. 3-3, Narayan Steelsane. Narayan back on the blue side again. Alright, let's go. Man, Steelsane, excuse me, has been playing a lot of marksman. For someone who really seems to hate marksman. Curious. Maybe marksmen are OP. Maybe it... I don't think he hates marksman. I think he just feels like I was watching Steelsane's big like counter every unit video. He just seems to think marksmen are a little underpowered, but you know, if the situation calls for it, you click the units. That makes sense. I feel like I have to give the slight advantage to Steelsane here, but it's going to really depend on these towers and turns. Yeah, losing a marksman already is no good, but sledges should get up front here. Yeah, that should be more than enough tanking. Yep. Nice opening round for Steelsane. Chunk-a-dung-dung. Phantom Rays. Phantom Ray here early for Narayan probably doesn't make sense. There's 3 marksmen on the board. It feels more playable for Steelsane, but still kind of unlikely. I wouldn't be surprised if Steelsane also just goes Mustang here. Phoenix overlaps really hard on his board. Oh yeah, we hadn't even looked at specialists. I got so distracted by lasagna talk, which, I mean, to be fair, lasagna talk. We got giant specialist for Narayan who clicks a round 2 Vulcan. I don't mind that. Does have best partner on the board, on the bar. Gets a 3rd marksman. We got some Vulcan marksman coming in for Narayan. Supply spec for Steelsane. So a couple of great high economy specialists. So a bit more than just stall now on the right side of the board for Narayan. I'm gonna actually have some little burning happen from the Vulcan. Marksman gonna start working the way through the sledges. It does take a ranked 1 marksman so long to get through sledges. Wow. Oh, if both of these marksmen die with the pop, should be a nice little cleanup. Ooh. I'm curious about the Phoenix for Steelsane. It seems like an interesting choice compared to going for the Mustangs. Interesting. Orbital bombardment, round 3. You don't mind that. 4 turn, 4, 5, 6, 7, so it comes back round 8. You're playing Vulcan Marksman. Round 8 is not uncommon, but we have Missile Strike for Narayan and a Shield Airdrop for Steelsane. Ooh, those are going to be some dead Phoenix. Yeah, those are dead Phoenix. What? And Steelsane also going into the Vulcans. We got Vulcan Marksman versus Vulcan Marksman. Ah, hell yeah. You know, I don't mind this. I love Vulcan Marksman. I love watching Vulcan Marksman. Oh, it's just beautiful. It is a beautiful sight. Oh, look at all those marksmen coming down. EMP on the bar for Steelsane, not on the bar for Narayan, but Narayan has elite marksmen available. Oof. Goodbye, Phoenix, and goodbye all but 1 crawler from the pack. That was a high-value missile. Goodness gracious. So Vulcan of his own on the right now for Steelsane. It's helping out quite a bit with that chaff clear. Marksman getting locks onto Narayan's Vulcan. There it goes. Tower going down for Steelsane. However, Vulcan's still alive. Manages to chew through the chaff it needs to. Oh my god, they got stuck on the rapid fire cannon under the shield. Gets an extra tarantula kill. Steelsane wouldn't have gotten otherwise. Don't mind stealing that if you're the red player. Improved Wasp. Unlikely. That was a skip from Narayan. Subsidized marksman from Steelsane. So he wants to drop a whole bunch more real quick. I mean, it feels like in the straight marksman v marksman, Narayan has the scaling advantage. They're also one step ahead on Vulcan techs, right? So they're up at 3 Vulcans versus 2. They already have range collected. Stacking all the Vulcans on the right. Interesting. I would have expected 1 on the left by now, but I guess they're just confident that the Tarantula can kill what needs to be killed over there. I mean, it's just 1 pack of Crawlers, 1 pack of Fangs. Tarantula's enough for that. Well, it's gonna die before it can fight the Fangs. Yeah, Mustangs. Well, that's a fast speed up. Ooh. Ryan's board looking pretty scary. Ooh, does this Vulcan go down? Oh my god, it's not. It just turns and melts those Marky boys. Don't see a lot of sub-markage. Oh yeah, subsidized marksman. Yeah, no, it's pretty rare. I don't recall seeing it picked in tournament games recently, for sure. Whoa, that's a fast ignite. Is that actually the line? Do you actually go ignite in the Vulcan Marksman Mirror? I feel like it's Scorch. I guess it makes sense. Interesting, interesting. Double shot picked up for Steelsane. So Steelsane wants to use his marksman to kill the Vulcans. Meanwhile, Narayan wants to use the Vulcans to kill the Vulcans, and I guess the marksmen are going to be more on marksman duty. So it's a little bit of a different approach, which is interesting. At this point, I think Steelsane's gotten, what, 4 marksmen since they bought subsidized marksmen? So they are up a little bit of economy there. Just a little bit. Oof. Without range on these marksmen, though, for Steelsane, they are getting so dangerously close to the Vulcans of Narayan. Just getting splash from Vulcan on Vulcan action, and Ignite absolutely tearing through Steelsane's Vulcans. Would think BFF and double shot is better clear. That's the logic I've used when I've been playing Vulcan Marksman for sure. Just go best friend, get your double shot out, use it to fight the giants. Ion being picked up for both players, that feels like a bit of a no-brainer. I'm just curious what player's actually going to be first to click the best friend button. Doesn't feel like Steelsane has enough Vulcans out to make it worthwhile, and Narayan just doesn't have the money this round. How much dies here? I think this is going to be devastating on Steelsane. Is Narayan just going to literally... Is this game over? That's so many marksmen! Oh! There's so many marksmen. In this oil, some of it will land. Some of it will land indeed. Not burning a ton of stuff, but... That's so many marksmen. Walking those guys out of where they expect an Ion to be, I suppose. Alright. Ooh, Ion Beam just barely missing, killing that first Vulcan. Oh, does it kill the level 2? It does indeed. Hang on. Steelsane's Ion doing some real work here. Actually clearing out those Vulcans he was struggling with before, and... suddenly, this massive wall of double shot marksmen just shredding. No, Steelsane wasn't elite recruiting them. Just rank 1. Ooh, double Mustang. Pickup for Narayan. Double Mustang. Also the pickup for Steelsane. Yeah, I don't think any of the other cards actually made sense there. Wraith is dead in the water. Badger... Vulcan supersedes it. Alright, we got best friend clicked for Narayan, who does have, 6 Vulcans on the field. Very nice. Has range on his own marksman. Oh, hey! Speak of the devil, elite marksman getting recruited. That's so many. How much money has Steelsane made from the subsidized marksman card. Yeah, money was a problem with buying the beam there last round, or even for sure. Oh my god, the double shot marksmen are just so much damage into these giants. That said, they're going to struggle a bit with the stings that are on the field now. Just a bit. Oh my god, it's so many marksmen on the field. Oh! Ooh, alright, alright. Ryan's marksman getting the better end of this round. Pew pew indeed. Alright, smoke bomb. Picked up for both players. Is smoke bomb even worth it? I don't know. I feel like I'd be really tempted to skip smoke bomb, drop shields, and hope my opponent drops shields for no reason. Because like if you're putting shields far enough forward to really affect, well, I mean, bubbles going up to, like, here are reasonably safe. We do have elite marksmen on Narayan's marksmen, so they are outranging Steelsane's, like, noticeably. So, like, 210 versus 195. It's a big deal. The double shot there, like we saw in the endgame, these late fangs just took so heckin' long for Steelsane's marksmen to get through. What does he need here? Like, what does Steelsane need to do? I almost, like, wouldn't mind, like, late Vulcans, legitimately. But, going for shielded fangs ain't a bad play. I think it makes a lot of sense. See if he can outstall. How much are these smokes gonna do? Just a little bit. Steelsane's smoke looking a little bit more efficacious here. Oh! Oh my god, Steelsane's Vulcans just walking into the smoke. I didn't expect it to be that devastating, but they're not even firing. Oh, Vulcans on the right also walking up. And now we're into the marksman off. Steelsane getting the upper hand of it this round. That's a lot of marksmen, holy crap. Both players around 1,000 health. I mean, like, if it's just these marksmen at the end, could be could go a little bit longer. Do you grab the sandworm? I don't think the sandworms make any sense. They're rank 1. They're just gonna explode to the marksmen on either side. Sledges, sledge flanks don't seem insane here. Pretty decent pull. Phantom Rays picked up for Steelsane. What's he planning on doing with those? Oil! Oil rays. We were talking about this earlier. Like, this is the other options. You go oil page instead of full battle ray. Chain regen, sledge, gut shot. If it wasn't for ignite on the Vulcans, and I feel like the double shot marksmen have enough DPS. Maybe. That's something that'll be worth trying in a replay for sure. Anyways, committed more into the Phantom Rays. 2 more rays on the board. Ooh, Missile gonna take out this Mustang. It's not accomplishing a ton, but you still hate to see it die. You love to see it die. Perspective is everything. Oh my god. Alright, we got 5 Phantom Rays on the field with oil now. Oh, and a fang. No, but Steelsane, the clock. Alright, oil over here, probably getting lit. We're getting a ton of oil everywhere. Did actually go for the sandworms with mech div for Narayan. We'll have to see how well that does. That's 4 worms. That is such a heavy commit. I feel like the marksmen are basically just gonna one-shot obliterate the worms. Oh, that is so much fire on the ground. So much oil. So much burn. Alright, where are those worms? They're just making it in. First one has popped up, and it's dead. Other 3 worms are up. How long are they going to last? And most of them are dead. Actually, this one on the left might get something done. Oh! Ooh, one marksman down. Ah, get stuck on the fangs. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Holy crap. Holy crap, Steelsane's done it. That's game. Well played, Steelsane, winning the RFL with a 4-3 finish. Would you look at that? Damn. Man, I'm happy. I'm so happy that this went the distance. Oh, it was fantastic.